You're probably getting destroyed by Van Dijk and FC24, but that's because you probably don't have Path to Glory Ferran Torres. Or is it true? Because today we'll be finding out if this card is wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. And I'll be letting you know that by the end of this video. But why should you listen to me? Well, I consistently get rank 1 and rank 2 in FUT Champions. I'm also top 5% in the Elite Division, so I believe I can help recommend you the best cards to use to help get you more wins and fun cards to use to just enjoy. So first we're going to be talking about his pace all the way down to his physicality to break down his ability. Then I'll give you some tips on the best ways to use this card to help perform the best for you if you decide to buy it. But before we get into anything at all, be sure to follow the Twitch link in bio to tune into the wondrous live streams. We go crazy there. And also, if you need FUT coins, be sure to use code CV3 on U7Buy for 6% off. Link in the description or link in the comment for cheap and safe coins. So now, let's talk about his pace. There were times I was using this card with his pace, and he was definitely a fast mofo. If you got that little step on your opponent and he was running in behind, basically he had the momentum and the defender was trying to turn and you boost it with him, he's out of there and he's leaving them back there for sure, because he has rapido, regular, don't come at cellular, which is what I mess with. Now look at here, he doesn't have quick step, but in this case it didn't really matter that much. He was still pretty fast. I played him on the left wing and also in the striker position, and I'll let you know which position I like him better in. So his pace, pretty solid. Dribbling ability, I ain't gonna lie, he is creeping into that territory of a biggity. He's 6 foot. That area you sometimes move like a biggity, but sometimes you can actually be a dribbleful player, which is pretty good. But in this case, he has a little bit of that awkward biggity moment. You get me? There was times I wanted to twist and turn and it felt a little bit sluggish. The movement felt weird. But then there was times where he was moving like, oh my word, oh, I'm just dribbling. So sometimes it was moving nice, but sometimes it was moving a little bit shaky. So I'm like, I can't classify him as one of the best dribblers, even though he has that 97 dribbling. I can't classify him that high. Now I'm not sure if this card gets upgraded, but if it does, then it can definitely possibly get better with the dribbling. Now his shooting ability, look at here. I had not many issues with the clinicality ability. If you got in the box and you green time, I believe it's perfect, you're gonna put that ball in the back of the net for sure. There was times I was doing the finesse like Messi inside the box, and that issue was going top bins or just getting past the keeper. Outside the box is not gonna be as consistent because he doesn't have finesse like Messi, plus he has the regular don't come my cellular. Most of the time you could finish the finesse like Messi inside the box if you have the regular, but outside the box it's not as consistent unless you have the finesse plus. But what about his defense? Because if you look at this card, his defense is 51, and when you play somebody on the wing or in the striker position, you may want them to have some decent defense, right? But look, I don't give a damn about no damn defense. He's an attacker. But now his passing ability, he's got 94 passing with the base. He has very high passing stats, so his passing ability I had no issues with. He has whip pass. I don't really cross much, but if you're on the left wing and you cross with him, he will be accurate for you. He also has tiki-taka Barcelona, and he plays on Barcelona, so what do you think about that? If you do the quick passes with him, tiki-taka Barcelona, it will be absolutely heavenly for you. I'm telling you, bro, he's definitely a dimer for you. Now his physicality, I ain't gonna lie, he's a 6 foot player, so he's not too much of a puss in boot, because sometimes in this game, depending on your height, even if you have some good strength, you're kind of a puss in boot sometimes. But this guy, his balance and agility is good, also being a semi biggity 88 strength, but he doesn't have like a press proven that will help him turn with speed to also hold off some of the defender that's adding pressure towards him. Nowadays most cards are like 90 plus strength, so there's still a possibility that he can get bodied off the pilota, but for the most part just avoid that a little bit. But I do like that he has 99 jumping and 99 heading accuracy. As a 6 foot player, he can still win in the air, especially against most left back and right back that he's going against Van Dijk. Good luck. So let's talk about now the best ways to use this card. But before I do that, if you're a real one and you've made it this far to the video, comment below CVF so I know you're a real one. But anyways, the best ways to use this card, Ferran Torres, I believe first I did like him a little bit more in the striker position, because on the wing it is always nice to have a finesse like Messi plus or Trivella, because there's times where the defense tracks back, parks the bus, and it's harder for your players to get in the box and stuff. They really cram the defense. But if you have that finesse like Messi, maybe a power shot that makes the defense press towards you, is very nice for your winger. So I play him in the striker position where you can use his rapido, regular, get in behind. There were times he would cut inside as the winger and get in behind, which is nice, but I still think it's better in the striker position. So I suggest you play him as a striker. But since he is a dimer, I also don't think it's bad using him in the left wing position. But for me, I have wingers that I'd rather play on the left wing over him, so I think it's better for the striker position for me. But it's still not bad to put him on the wing because he has the whip passes. So if you're that type of player that has a biggity like Haaland or Romelu Lukaku, I said Romelu, and you cross it in, he can make those accurate passes so your biggities can win in the air for you. And the real best part about this card is he has Energizer Bunny electric battery that allows him to run at his maximum speed for a way longer amount of time because his stamina does not go down easily. So that's why even on the wing, wing, if you keep using him, he'll be running as fast as some of these other cards later on in the game because of that Energizer Bunny. But now we have to find out if this card is wondrous, mid, or doo-doo, or he could be in between, midrous or mudu. Now for me, using this Ferran Torres, for a moment in time, I was using the card, I'm like, he's pretty good. He has some odd dribbling ability that I wouldn't like sometimes. For a second, he was reminding me of that Guedes Evo card, one of the worst Evos I've ever done in my life. But then he started playing much better and he was moving crazy and moving mad. So for me, I would classify Path to Glory Ferran Torres as wondrous, just because of his versatility. Playing in multiple positions, I believe he can play right wing, striker, left mid, and left wing. So it's just so many positions for you to use him at, which definitely played in a part of me rating him as wondrous. But in real life, he should have scored that chance against Germany. But I also reviewed this card right here. Be sure to check that out and find out if he's wondrous, mid, or doo-doo. And I also tested the most unpopular card in FC24. Found out what happened there. Adios.